Hello, my name's Jacob, and welcome back, or just welcome to Team Talk. This is going to be my second official video, other than the introduction video. In this video, we will be doing a wheels of names thing with different world crises on it, and I'll just give you my topic, my basis on a couple of world crises. We'll be coming back to this a lot but with different people, like guests. Like I have a couple of friends who have said that they would join and they would be happy to. And yeah, I guess let's just hop right in. So if you can see, here's the wheel of names. Okay. I have all this. I have it on twice. Um, so let's just roll. While it's rolling, you can kind of see I'm on a different part, different side. Okay. This is a very good kind of starting topic, in my opinion. Why is because I want to get into more detail, and this is going to be kind of not a light skim, but it is going to be kind of a skim over what I think about it. So what I think of AI. I think AI, we should progress in building AI like we have been. I feel like a lot of people are against it, but a lot of people aren't against it. And I feel it should be able to be used because it is a tool available to the people, and it is another tool that'll help us get through life a lot easier. It'll make life a whole bunch easier and let off a lot of the weight on our shoulders. Now, there are cons that come with those pros, such as the resources it takes to make, and even just doing a prompt. AI is drinking all of our water at this point. It will take over many jobs. It'll increase the poverty rates because people will not have jobs because AI is just taking every job in business. Um, it's it's gonna be difficult because me personally, I was gonna be going to the side of photography and videography and logo design in in a profession, but there's an art as well. But there's not really much need for that anymore because of the rate of growth AI has. And I feel we should keep building AI, yes, because it is a viable tool and it would help a lot. But at the same time, I do think we should make it to a point where people can still have jobs. People can still actually do stuff. Because if we had, unless we completely cook down everything, like we had jobs and the AI to do the jobs for us, then we just took down the economy, then at some point, the poverty rate and the amount of homeless people are going to skyrocket. Like, absolutely skyrocket. And I feel that AI also should be allowed in school. I feel that phones should be allowed in school as well. I feel we should be able to look things up on tests because these are all these are all resources that we are going to have in the future. These are resources we can use, we can actually vitalize, and if teachers start teaching us how to vitalize those resources, it would be great and help us a lot in the future. And I feel that we should be allowed to use every resource we would have in an actual situation. Because, sure, teachers say, what about the times you won't have your phone? In the future, you can just ask someone else, hey, what is this? And they can look it up on their phone. And if they don't have their phone, then, yeah, we can just look it up on someone else's phone. You can literally everyone will you at least have their phone on them, or their phone is dead, or like they're gonna be almost always person near you with their phone that on them and alive. That's what I think about AI and all that is that we should continue to grow in AI, but not too much. Or at least find an alternative to jobs and find something for people to do if they do lose their job. Because like if they become homeless because they don't get money, then they go over to like freaking homeless shelter. They're probably not going to be accepted because of all the other people who need uh who need a homeless shelter because they don't have money. They don't have a house. And that's what I kind of feel about AI. If you want to just post your personal opinions in the comments or anything like that, then go right ahead. That's preferred. I would love if you did that. And I guess we'll spin another one. Okay, yeah, it's working. I have new hotkeys, so I'm making sure they're working. Spin the wheel again for another. Okay, so let's talk about poverty issues and poverty rate currently. Kind of goes on par with the last one if you think about it. So my personal opinion about poverty is it is horrendous. Poverty rate is unlike any we've seen before the current moment. Jobs are being used by AI, by robots. People are losing jobs. Minimum wage has gone down by so much while inflation continues to be on the rise. I feel there are so many people on like in homeless shelters. There are so many people who are just homeless and have nowhere to go. There are way too many people living in a impoverished state, and then these rich officials and higher up people are like telling them just work harder when they already have like five jobs and after two after party groups that they want to actually do and have fun in their life, and they're barely scraping by. We should not be at a point where we are lackluster and like we are working so hard and we have all this education and we have such great jobs that affect the world in such great ways, which you might not realize it, but every job does affect the world in a good way. But I to have a job or multiple jobs and to still barely scrape by is terrible. It's absolutely horrid. It just shouldn't be like this. It's gotten worse and worse, and it proceeds to get worse over the years. Poverty rates are, like I said, an all-time high, and it's not getting better soon unless we step up and actually try to start making a change in the world. It will not get better. Okay, time for another one. The Wheel of Name. Okay, it's lagging a bit. Is that three back-to-back similar problems? Job issues. What I mean by that is the wage amounts, how minimum wage has gone down by so much, how people are with multiple masters, multiple bachelor degrees are still struggling to find jobs. They apply for 50 jobs and get accepted by two that pay like 7 an hour. The minimum wage keeps going down. Jobs keep becoming less available. And if you think about it, the children of today are going to have such a hard time due to the issues going on currently. and people aren't doing anything about it. The government isn't doing anything about it. They're not trying to help us. They're not trying to do anything as far as people are aware. And like it just keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse. And I see it literally everywhere. I see people who are struggling because jobs pay them less. They got fired. People are firing tons of people in their company recently from on multiple occasions. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. There's too much in industries and issues. Not to mention earlier AI taking over. It's a lot. It's a lot, and we just have to kind of push through it. We shouldn't have to do this though. We should really just be able to live a good life like that with no issues like that. It's just terrible, terrible. Okay, time for another wheel and age. Spin the laggy wheel. I guess we're going over 4 things that correlate with each other. I'm gonna keep going until I get one that doesn't correlate, but I'm just gonna talk about inflation real quick. So, inflation. In my point of view, inflation is horrid. I used to be able to buy a pack of gum for 50 cents back when I was a little kid. Now it's $4. Like, when did we start realizing how bad this was? Because I probably wasn't alive for it. But again, it's terrible. Prices keep getting higher because resources are getting slimmer because of world issues. People aren't taking care of the world. There's a thing on there, naturalism and environmentalism. It's it's a lot. It's we've been raising prices for a while now. Well, since early 2000s, prices have started to skyrocket more and more and more. They were going up before that, but not by that much, by too much. And we're printing money, like we're printing so much money, and when we're not keeping wages up to that. So, w- so we're getting paid the same amount, but every single item we would try to buy is going up in price, going up in price, going up in price. And again, it's not our fault for this. It's none of our fault for this. And it's going on only barely in other countries. Like it's our country, the US, well, my country, the USA is one of the main countries that has a problem with this. A lot of other countries don't because they are not mass printing money like we do. We print money way too much and we're doing it to the state. Like right now, there's a place in the government for printing money, and it's just it's getting too far. It's getting way too far. And mm, just okay. The next thing, gotta make sure the thing's working on the teen talk wheel. I'm gonna re-roll because I put this on the wheel, but I have to do a little bit more research into it. I've heard about it, but Okay. All the revolts and all the riots. So this is kind of a tricky topic to talk about because there's always people on this side, but then there's always going to be people on the other side as well. And you'll never be 100% on the side of the people because the people aren't on 100% with the side of the people. They're all 50-50. When I think about protests and all the riots and all that going on around like LA, California, I've heard some about like ICE and ICE, however you want to pronounce it, and the immigration issues and how Donald Trump is sending people to islands that doesn't even have enough beds for them to sleep in. And he's lying about how many beds they do have. And I think it's justified to riot like that. It's justified, but you shouldn't do it. Like, you can't, like, you have a good reason. It is a great reason. It is enough of a reason to riot. But I feel you shouldn't risk your life for that, for a riot like that, because a lot of ICE agents just kill people, killing innocent people, and getting away with it. They get away with it so easily, and it's unbelievable. And I feel like we should try to strive to actually and like improve how we do stuff in this. Like, we shouldn't be raiding people, arresting them, possibly shooting them if they try to run, and then shipping them out away from our country. We should find them, try to approach cautionally, and like you can have your hand on your gun just in case, but only like you should never pull out your gun unless you know they have one or you know they're of harm and they're trying to harm you. You should never have it out unless those two things. Unless you know you're going to use it, you should never have it out. And as one, it makes them want to flee. It makes them want to get away from you because they're thinking that you're going to shoot them. And two, it's just a whole bunch. It like makes you misfire a lot of times. Like people will get panicked and then they'll shoot. And oh, I guess someone just died because of your stupidity and all that. And it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I feel like the riots and the revolts they are justified, especially the families that are being ruined because of all of this. Like people are just having one of like their kids are getting their dads shipped away, but they have to stay because they were born in America. And giving birth in America doesn't give you uh, automatic green card, but being born in America does. It just doesn't make sense. And these people need to flee their country because of all the issues. Like in Mexico, there are a lot of issues, drug issues, cartel issues, just whole bunch of gang violence, a whole bunch of robbery, crime everywhere down there. And they're trying to flee up here for more job opportunities, better wages, actual living. And tying back to earlier, it's still hard to get a living. And if people are wondering, why don't they just like go south? South is even worse. Central America is way worse. Maybe not way worse, but it is just as bad. And even if they go down to South America, even if they go down to Brazil, they still won't be in a good place at all. And it's just horrible how they are being forced to flee here and then they don't even get to like stay here. And like I've seen someone try to make it to Canada, but they failed because border control at Canada. Okay, I'm gonna do one more of these. And We'll see what I get with the laggy Teen Talk wheel. The future generations. This is another one that ties earlier. The future generations are going to have it hard. I'm not gonna try to downplay it. I'm not trying to make it sound better than it is. It will be difficult because of all the issues the current generation, or like the generation like Gen Z and millennials and all that are causing. It like inflation. There's poverty again with the ice and all that. There's the riots, the revolts. All of this ties to the future generations are gonna have it way harder than we do now. It will not be near as easy. We will be struggling to buy a house even more than you are now. Probably a house in a small city will most likely be uh the cost of a current New York apartment. Which, if you don't know, look it up. Those things are expensive. But like I'm saying, the future generation will have it so much harder than us. And just like how 2000s kids and 2010 kids or current adults in Gen Z have it harder than they did back in 1950s, because they have it's just gotten way worse and way worse. Unless we try to do something about it, it'll just continue to get worse. It'll continue to spread like a virus out of control. It'll just continue on and on. And it's horrid. It's terrible. It's what humans are. And we just cause it to be worse and worse. Like the future generations, their kids are gonna have it harder than they did. Their kids are gonna have it harder than their parents did. It's just gonna be a loop after a loop until Jesus comes down and saves us all. And it's just gonna get harder. Life's gonna get harder. Life's already so hard. I know a person, one of my friends, had killed themselves because they were so stressed and life was already gonna be like so hard, and they didn't want to. They made it to 19, and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. And if you say tough it out, that's that shouldn't be our goal, people. That should not be our goal. We should not have to tough out life to the point when we are at the edge and we are about to commit suicide. We should not be at that point, people. We need change immediately, or this world is going to hell. It already is basically so hard to make a living or even just live. It is so difficult, and you need so much work. And I don't think that we should be at that point. I feel we should make it like it was. It was a you could have a life that was decently easy to live. You could get groceries and you could have fun. You could actually have outside activities outside of work, which a lot of people I know do not have outside activities that aren't just work related because they are so low on money. And also, people who are rich and who are millionaires blow their money like it's nothing. There's only one person I know that has quite a bit of money and does not blow it like that, and that's the YouTuber that inspired me to do this. He came to the school, and his name is Levi Nix, and he lives off like 20% of of what his worth thing is, and he's living a pretty calm life. It's pretty nice. The thing is, it's just I wish I could say the same about like people like OJ or just a lot of football players. Like most football players go broke after retiring. Like it's it's a lot. I'm about to hit 25 minutes. End the video here probably. Have a good day, and thank you for watching Teen Talk.